The Clippers have been playing great basketball. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games, and before the Paul George injury, it seemed like this team was a playoff lock. And they might be. The odds are still heavily in their favor of making the playoffs. They are 2 games ahead of the 7 seed with 5 games left. That seems pretty safe, right? Until you take a look at their upcoming schedule. First, they have the Grizzlies, who they just beat, but that was a game Kawhi didn't play. A game Russell Westbrook went off, hit 5 threes. That's not likely to happen again, and Kawhi Leonard is questionable for this game. The Grizzlies are going to be super motivated to win that game to a team they just lost to. Not only that, they're trying to stay at the 2 seed and fend off those Kings. Now, we don't know who's going to win that game, but for the sake of this video, let's just say the Clippers hypothetically lose that game. They then would only be 1 game up in the loss column on the 7 seed New Orleans Pelicans. And not only would they just be 1 game up on the Pelicans have the tiebreaker, and the Pelicans are their next opponent after the Grizzlies. That seems fine, right? The Pelicans not really a threat, except the Pelicans just beat the Clippers a few days ago. The Pelicans are 8-1 in their last 9 matchups against the Clippers. There's probably only 5 players in the NBA playing better basketball than Brandon Ingram right now, and they are extremely motivated and hungry, and if the Clippers lose to the Grizzlies and then lose to the Pelicans, they are only a half a game up on the 7 seed. I know I'm speaking on a bunch of hypotheticals, right? If the Clippers come out and beat the Grizzlies tomorrow, this is probably not a conversation. They're probably going to stay in that 6-5 range and everything's good. But these aren't wild hypotheticals. Kawhi Leonard might not play tomorrow against the Grizzlies. They are 1-8 in their last 9 games against the Pelicans. And after that, they played the Los Angeles Lakers in LA, where they both play. That crowd is going to be crazy. And we're essentially getting a playoff game between LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard that might determine the season for both of those teams. I know you could do hypotheticals with any team in the NBA, but when I seen Kawhi Leonard was questionable for tomorrow's game against the Grizzlies, it made me go look up their record, look up to where they are in the standings, and look at their upcoming schedule. Again, they have the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Lakers. Very tough games, all those teams playing for something. Then they have a break with the Trailblazers. And then the last game of the season is a game against the Phoenix Suns. And if things go the way I'm describing, the Clippers lose a couple of these games, that probably means the Suns and Warriors are battling it out for that 4 seed. So the Suns are going to want that last game of the season. Again, you could do hypotheticals with anybody, but there's a really realistic chance the Clippers go 1-4 in the stretch. But again, we're going to figure all this out tomorrow against the Memphis Grizzlies. This is a huge game, which again, Kawhi Leonard sitting out this game. You win this game, you're pretty much guaranteed a top 6 seed. If he could play, if he's healthy enough to play, I don't see why he's not playing in this game. But we'll see how it all works out. You guys let me know in the comments down below. How do you think the Clippers are going to finish this season? All that in the comments down below. I'm out. Peace.